Were you giggling at the time because you knew Vince McMahon's limo was going to blow up?
Here's the skinny on that whole deal. So I was already in hot water in the morning of the limo explosion, and that was because there was another wrestler who was trying to date my girlfriend at the time, and he was trying to sabotage my career. And so he had exposed that she was appearing in Survivor and did it under the idea that I had told a fan. He had somebody put online that I had met a fan at the airport and just spilled the beans about Ashley being on Survivor, which wasn't the case. And Ashley was with me as I was trying to plead my case to the office. She said he wasn't even at this airport at this time, like, this is all bullshit, like, you know who did this. And they said, we know, but we have to have this talk with you anyways. So I was already in trouble that morning. And so none of the talent knew that the night before they had filmed this limousine explosion as a pre-tape. We had no idea. So I said, should I go up to Vince and explain? No, it's water under the bridge, I'll handle it. So, okay, I didn't think anything of it. So later on in the evening, they said, hey, we need all the talent that isn't in like these major storylines. We need all the talent to line up in the back. And what's going to happen is Vince, and this is like verbatim what they said. They said Vince is going to be in the ring, and he's going to be acting very queer. And we all like thought, why would they say queer? Like, what a weird choice of words, right? And they were like, odd. He's going to be acting very queer. Something's not right with Vince. Something's strange. He's just going to be very queer. We're like, okay, yeah, we got it, queer. You know what I mean? Like, we got it. So he's going to come back here, and what's going to happen is he's going to walk, and if he comes up to you, then respond to it. Just play off of it. Don't say anything, just kind of go off of it. And that's what we did. So we were all lined up, and that's what they said. They didn't say anything else. They didn't say, after this, he's going to walk to the back and blow up. They said none of that stuff. So Vince comes to the back, we do the first take, and we did 9 takes of that backstage thing. Every take, I had the same shit-eating grin on my face. Where it's just like, and the reason, I'm a big Faith No More fan. It's probably my favorite band in the world. Don't tell Elvis. And so I had seen this video where Mike Patton had a very similar smile on his face, and I thought, well, I'll just have that same kind of grin, because in my estimation, whatever is bothering him and making him act so queer, it's not me. I'm just like the village idiot, you know what I mean? So like whatever is up his ass, like I had nothing to do with it, so you're not gonna like kill the idiot. So that was my smile. So we went and we did this shoot. We shot that thing 9 times. He came and he looked at me in the face every time, as he was like acting, and never said anything about it. So they were like, okay, good, we got it. That's a 9th take, we're good, everyone's good. Well, it was the Indian manager of Kali, whatever that guy's name was. Yeah, it's not important. He was working in the office at the time, and they were watching the playback, and he goes, oh, excuse me, sir, come over here. And he goes, do you think anyone's going to notice this? And he pointed that out, and Vince looked, and it was like his head was like a periscope on a submarine, because his head just like, and he surveyed the crowd, he saw me, and he came and he walked over to me, and he said, why were you smiling? And I explained it to him as I just did to you, and I said, well, it's because I have no idea what is going on as a talent, and like in real life, I have no idea what it is, and I figured, don't kill the village idiot. And he just looked at me and he goes, and mind you, everyone is still in proximity. It would have taken no effort at all for them to say, okay, we actually have to do one more take, don't smile. They could have just done that like that. But he goes, I don't get that. And he walked off just pissed. And that's what happened. And a lot of people have this idea that I got fired because of that, but I was still there for a good year or two after that. So that clearly isn't what led to me being, released, getting my freedom. And there was a time later where Vince, I think, there was another pre-tape they did not too long after where Vince was kind of like deja vuing the same scenario. And he came up to me in that pre-tape and he was like, hey, can't keep that smile on. Like he wanted to get like the last laugh or something, but it fell completely flat. But that's the story behind that, is we did this thing like 9 times and I had the same smile every time. And we could have done it again, but Vince has probably one of the most fragile egos of any human being I've ever met in my life. And he was just so hurt, I guess, that I had ruined this. And then they thought that I was going into business for myself because all of a sudden I was like a suspect in this storyline of Vince's limo explosion. It was like, I'm trying to remember who the suspects were. It was like, I think Trump was even like one of the suspects. Yeah, like all these people, and then my name was at the bottom of this list. And they had thought that I had kind of like gone into business for myself to get myself into the storyline. But in truth, I just didn't know what was going on. And again, like we could have done it again, but he went to his office to cry, I guess. But that's the backstory of that whole thing, and it's kind of silly.